Namaskara friends, welcome to our channel. In this video, I am solving the remaining questions, that is question number 35. The energy eigenvalues of a particle of mass m confined inside a one-dimensional box of length L are given by, these are all the options. We know that for 1D box of length L, the nth state energy is given by n square pi square h cross square by 2m L square. For this question, the answer is C option. And this is also a repeated question of KSET 2016. Next question is 28. For this question, in the last video, I have answered the wrong option. The question is, a charge Q is placed at A, B between two right-angled grounded conducting plane. Then the image charges are, their locations are. This is the for any grounded conductor, if there is a real charge of charge q, then for a grounded conductor at the boundary, from Poisson's law condition, from Poisson's equation condition, the potential energy at this point will be zero due to the ground of this conducting plane, and surrounding this conducting plane the total charge should be equals to 0. Therefore, for a perpendicular conducting planes, if there is a charge q, for this conductor, grounded conductor, the image charge will be minus q, and for this grounded conductor, the image charge will be minus q. And since from Poisson's equations condition, the total sum of all charges should be equal to 0. Therefore, if this is minus q and if this is minus q, therefore the charge should be in the third quadrant, that is of plus charge, that is plus q. Therefore, for this question, the answer is B option. Next question is, the probability current density for the wave function xi of r vector is equals to e to the power of ikr divided by r, where k is a real constant, as the magnitude. These are all the options they are given. We know that the current density J is equals to h cross k by m into the amplitude square of the given wave function. For this wave function, the amplitude is 1 by r. Therefore, amplitude square is 1 by r square. For this question, the answer is B option. Next question is, the commutator of the position vector x square with the momentum of this position vector px square is equal to, these are all the options. We know that the commutator of position and its momentum commutator is IH cross. By simplifying, for this question, the answer is C option. Next question is, let z of x be an arbitrary wave function of a physical system, and let h cap be the Hamiltonian of the system with its lowest eigenvalue denoted by E naught. Then these are all the options they are given. We know that the expectation value of the Hamiltonian operator is will gives the energy of an nth energy for n number of states for this wave function xi. Therefore, the nth number of energy states, the energy of the energy state for n number of states will be always greater than or equal to the ground state. Therefore, for this question, the answer is D option. Next question is, a quantum system is in the state, this is the initial state they are given, where this phi represents the different three states or orthogonal states. The probability amplitude for the system to be in state, this is the final state. We know that the probability amplitude is the xi wave function final complex conjugate to the wave function with the initial. That is, the final wave function with the initial wave function, if you multiply the product of the amplitudes, therefore 1 divided by 2 root 2, since the given wave function are of orthonormal states, the condition for this, the probability of its own state is 1. Therefore, for this question, by simplifying, we get the answer as 1 by root 2. Therefore, the answer is B option. Next question is, a three-dimensional harmonic oscillator is in thermal equilibrium with a heat bath at temperature T. The average total energy of the oscillator is. From the equipartition theorem, we know that each degrees of freedom will be having an energy of half kT. For a 3D oscillator, there will be a 6 modes of degrees of freedom. Therefore, 6 into half kT, that is 3 kT. For this question, the answer is B option. Next question is, the number of ways in which 5 identical bosons can be distributed in 4 states is. We know that from the Bose-Einstein distribution, the number of ways is given by n plus s minus 1 into factorial divided by n factorial into s minus 1 factorial, where n is the number of particle and s is the number of states. By substituting and simplifying, we get the answer as D option for this question. Next question is, the equation of state of a gas with internal energy U is given by PV is equals to 1 by 3U. Then the corresponding equation for an adiabatic process is. We know that the internal energy relation with pressure and volume is U is equals to A plus B PV, given that the internal energy as 3 times the pressure and volume. We know that for an adiabatic process, PV to the power of gamma is equals to constant, where gamma is given by 1 plus B divided by B, that is gamma is equals to 4 by 3. Therefore, PV to the power of 4 by 3 is equals to constant for this adiabatic process for the given internal energy as 3 PV. Therefore, for this question, the answer is C option. Next question is, the partition function for a photon gas is given by the ln z. They have given as pi square by 45 V into kT whole cube divided by h cube c cube. They are asking the internal energy. We know that the internal energy is minus dou by dou beta of ln z. Therefore, the internal energy is the differentiation of the ln z with respect to beta, where beta is 1 by kT. By simplifying, we get for this question the answer as D option. Next question is, suppose we have a two non-interacting identical bosons, both of mass m, in a one-dimensional infinite squirrel potential in the range 0 to A. The wave function when one of them is in the ground state and the other is in the first excited state is given by. These are all the initial conditions. For a bosons, the wave function xi will be always symmetric, and by applying the particle exchange operator, we exchange the particle, and by writing the wave function of these two combinations, we get the answer as C option for this question. And this is also a repeated question of KSET 2017. Next question is, average energy of an ensemble of gas molecules in equilibrium is given in terms of partition function Z is. We know that the internal energy is minus dou by dou beta of ln Z. Therefore, this is a direct question. For this question, the answer is A option. Next question is, which of the following gives statistical definition of temperature in terms of number of microstates? These are all the options they are given. We know that for thermal equilibrium, the beta is given by dou E of ln Z, where E is the internal energy or average energy or energy. Therefore, beta is 1 by kT dou by dou omega ln Z. By simplifying, we get A option as answer for this question. Next question is, if sigma denotes the number of microstates, V, U are volume and internal energy respectively, which of the following gives statistical definition of pressure P? We know that the pressure is equal to minus dou F by dou V, where this F is the Helmholtz free energy. Therefore, F is given by minus kT ln Z. This Z is the partition function. It also tells the sum of all states, that is equal to the number of microstates. Therefore, by substituting and simplifying, we get pressure as kT ln omega divided by dou V. For this question, the answer is D option. Next question. A photon gas with internal energy U is described by the following equation of state. These are all the options. We know that for a photon gas, the state equation is PV is equals to U by 3 or of 1 by 3 into U. For this question, it's a direct question. For this question, the answer is A option. Next question is, an ideal gas undergoes thermal expansion. The entropy of the system is given by. This is a part of Carnot cycle, Carnot reversible cycle. They are asking only the isothermal expansion. For isothermal, we know that the temperature is constant and the work done is nRT ln of the final volume divided by initial volume. We know the entropy is the change in heat to the temperature. For the isothermal process or expansion or compression, the internal energy is 0. From first law of thermodynamics, this dq is equals to du plus dw. Therefore, where this internal energy is, since this internal energy is 0, we get the change in heat is equals to change in work done. Therefore, the entropy S is equals to change work done divided by time. Therefore, by simplifying, we get the answer for this question as C option. Next question. A mod 12 counter whose output is DCBA is to be made using a ripple counter. The decoding gate for this will have the input as. For mod 12 counter, here the mod 12 means it is a counter which is having the 12 number of states. That means after 12 counts, it going to that counter is going to reset its initial state. Therefore, it uses a, for mod 12 counter, there will be a 4 flip-flops with 4 bits. In the question also, they have given 4-bit data with the 12 number of states. For the counter, we take the MSB to LSB. Here they are given the output as DCBA. If I consider the DCBA as 000 as the output after 12 counts, it is a down count triple counter. Therefore, after 12 counts, like 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, likewise, after the 12 clock pulse or after 12 counts, it going to reset. Therefore, for the input of this after 12 counts, the input of 12, the initial input will be 12. After the down counting up to a 0, it is going to reset again from 12. Therefore, if A, B, C, D is coded as 000 for 12, 8 plus 4, 12. Therefore, 0 bar is 1. Therefore, A bar, B bar, C, D. Therefore, for this question, the answer is C option. Next question is, to get an output of 1 from the circuit given below, ABC should be. Here, for this gate, the output will be C bar, and for this gate, for this AND gate, the output will be A into B. Therefore, the total Y output of this gate will be C bar AB. Therefore, if the output Y should be equals to 1 only when the ABCs are 110 from the given options. Therefore, for this question, the answer is B option. Next question is, most metals used for temperature measurements in the form of resistance thermometer have. From the concept of RTD, that is resistance temperature detectors, for this question, answer B is the correct option because it is having the property of the positive temperature coefficient of resistance. Next question is, which of the following is not part of a lock-in amplifier? The lock-in amplifier is the amplifier which extracts the signal from the source carrier signal, while the differential amplifier is the output whose output is directly proportional to rate of change of input. Therefore, differentiator amplifier won't won't be a part of lock-in amplifier. Therefore, for this question, the answer is C option. Next question is the ground state of the cesium atom is. These are all the options. We know that the electronic configuration is the electronic configuration of xenon and the 6s1. This 6s1 is having only one electron, therefore this 6s1 state is half filled. Since the state is half filled, we will have the J value as J is equals to L plus of for S state. Here also in the options also they have mentioned all are S state. Therefore for S state L is equals to 0. Therefore J is equals to 1 by 2. For a single electron spin will be half, since this 6s1 state is half filled and it is having only one electron. And we know the ground state spectral term or the general spectral term is 2s plus 1, where this 2s plus 1 is the multiplicity, and Lj. For ground state, these are all the conditions. Therefore, since S is equals to the total spin is half, if we substitute, the multiplicity will be 2. Therefore, for this question, the answer is 2s half. And therefore, for this question, the answer is B option. Next question is, in the normal Zeeman effect, the middle spectral line is. In the normal Zeeman effect, the transverse view, in the transverse view, in the normal Zeeman effect, we'll be having three spectral lines, and in longitudinal view, we'll be having two spectral lines. This in the longitudinal view, these two lines are circularly polarized. They are asking the middle line means it consists of three lines. Therefore, we have to go for the transverse view. In the transverse view, all the spectral lines are plane polarized. Therefore, for this question, the answer is D option. Next question is, the total potential energy of a pair of inert gas atoms at separation R is given by, they are given the potential and they are asking the force. We note that the force is negative gradient of potential energy. By differentiating with respect to R, we get for this question the C option as answer. Next question is, given below are two lists of statements. You have to match the two lists by considering for insulators. In insulators, the energy gap between the conduction band and valence band will be very large. Therefore, for fourth, the correct is 4. Therefore, the fourth is 4. And the fountain effect is the behavior of fluid which shows the superfluidity. Therefore, for this question, the answer is D option. Next question is, they are given the reaction. This reaction is they have mentioned this reaction as reaction is forbidden. They are asking the reason why this reaction is forbidden. If we check the conservations, first we'll check the charge conservation. Here charge is conserved, and if we consider the lepton conservation for the electron group, that is also conserved. And if we consider the lepton conservation for the mu minus particle group, it is not conserved. Therefore, this reaction is forbidden since the primary conservation is not conserved. Therefore, for this question, the answer is B option. Next question is, the half-life of a radioactive sample in 20 days. This means that these are all the options they are given. The half-life means if there is a radioactive element which is having the 6 atoms, after 20 days, that is after 20 days, its half-life means it will decays to 8 particles. Again, the half-life of this 8 particle radioactive substance, after 20 days, it will be reduced to 4 atoms. Again, for another half-life, it will be reduced to 2 atoms. That means after 60 days, here 1 by half, here 1 will be half of the radioactive substance will be reduced. Again in this, again half means 1 by 4th. In this again half means 1 by 8th. This 1 by 8th, after 60 days, 1 by 8th of the substance will remain in unstable nuclei, and some of them are decayed. That means the total minus remained will gives the total amount which has decayed. That is 1 minus 1 by 8 is 7 by 8th part is disintegrated, that is decayed in 60 days. Here the options are: the substance completely disintegrate. This won't completely disintegrate, for since 1 by 8th will be remaining after 60 days, therefore it won't disintegrate fully within 40 days. Again this also, again 1 by 8 means 1 by 16, after 80 days will be remain some. Therefore 1 by 8th part of the substance is remaining, not disintegrated. Therefore the correct option is 7 by 8th part of the substance is decayed in 60 days. Therefore for this question the answer is D option. Next question is, they are given the reaction or the decay that proton is decayed into positron and gamma particle. Is they are asking which is the interaction. By considering the interaction and checking the conservation numbers, first we'll considering the charge conservation. Charge is conserved, and if I check the lepton conservation, the lepton is not conserved, and also the baryon number is also not conserved. Since the primary conservations are not conserved, this reaction is not allowed. Therefore for this question the answer is B option. Next question is, the function of a moderator in a nuclear reactor is. From the concept of moderator in a nuclear reactor, it is to slow down the fast neutrons to secure more effective hits on other nuclei. Therefore for this question, from the concept of moderator, the answer is B option. Next question is, the quark content of delta plus and proton are respectively. This is the quark structure of spin of baryons, and this is the quark structure of spin 3 by 2 baryons. From this quark structure we identify that the quark for delta plus and proton are UUD and UUD. Therefore for this question the answer is C option. Next question is, the mass defect of an atom divided by its mass number is known as. We know that the packing fraction is m minus a by a, where this m minus a is the mass defect. Therefore for this question the answer is B option. Next question is, the radius of the nuclei whose mass number is, they are given the atomic mass number as 216, and these are all the options. We know that the radius of any atom, or the radius of the nuclei is given by r0 into a power 1 by 3. By substituting the given value r0 and the mass number and simplifying, we get the radius of the nuclei with mass number 216 as 7.2 in 10 to the power of minus 15 meter. Therefore for this question the answer is A option. That's it. The solution and answer key for the remaining questions I have provided the link in the description below. Please go and visit that link to get the next part video, and also to get the solution and answer key for the remaining questions in that video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.